day full of college football has been great, but there's something special about a Saturday night game. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Roll is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Hey guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Hurricanes will kick off first, and here we go. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Johnson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on,
maybe some room here. He's at the 50. Past the 30. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Clemson.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the run, it's Fletcher. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Mensah. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target. But just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it loose deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Reynolds. Under fire. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's caught. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. And it keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Reynolds. He's looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Sweet cut there. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Here's Mensa to throw. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
To the air on first down. Going over the top. Wide open. He makes the catch. Running free. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Miami.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll. It comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Clemson is quick to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Here's the pressure. He's got the back in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
And the defense drags him down.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Rushes on him, and down he goes.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Mensah. Makes the grab. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
And the Canes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for the end zone. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. The run inside. It's Haynes. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They get him for a safety. He tried with everything to scoop it up and get it out of the end zone, but they were there to stop him.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario for the offense. The good news is they recovered the fumble. The bad news is it was in their own end for a safety.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Catch is made at the 15. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Running inside, it's Fletcher. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The Canes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Catches it at the 15. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
The give on the counter. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks one deep. Pulls it in down the middle. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I better say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Coming out with it, it's Pringle. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Mensah. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To the air on 2nd down. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Using his feet. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The quick out. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they've regained the lead. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even bringing it out of the end zone. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Mensa to throw. Snagged out of the air. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Mensa. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Fletcher. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Man, you gotta love the response of the quarterback. Like last possession, you make a mistake, easy to get down on yourself sometimes, but now just come out and you're absolutely surgical. 4 for 4, spreading the ball out, seeing the defense really well. Nice bounce back for this QB.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher.
And as you start to settle into games as a play caller, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground with the running back. Got enough for the first. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his 2nd touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping him. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Haynes. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Complete to the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those...
Makes a grab and room to run. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. Clemson jumps to the line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
And tackled there by the defense. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. This defense rises to the occasion, and now deep in this game, will they send out the field goal unit or go for it on 4th and short?
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
This is a designed run. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here comes the heat. And he never had a chance. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 15 team, the South Carolina Gamecocks. And it's Kentucky in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the...
Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. The 40. The 30. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Running inside, it's Haynes. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Clemson is quick to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Throwing right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball.
So, what's up, Cal? What's up, Cal?
They'll give it on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks.
Man, that boy Lulu right now, man, he getting off.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football. And I think
That boy Chad's getting off on me right now.
Now, you're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
On third down, he drops to throw. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up.
For sure.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play.
We're doing pretty well, man. We just finished doing a family reunion on my wife's side, man. So, yeah, man, just been chilling. Well, they worked the shit out of me for that, but other than that, yeah, been doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm the one that teams fuck me and shit.
They'll throw again after the incompletion.
You gotta hold on to that. Yeah, man, we just had we had everybody come up here in Nashville, dude. We had Bahamians, man. We had New Yorkers, Texas, man. We had Miami. We had them everywhere, bro. Like, we just finished.
If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get to
hell yeah. That's for real. That's and two double the trouble. Then we start walking and stuff by then. Then you gotta worry about the terrible twos. It's a good time though. I think that's the best. So we had to, my little girl got an ass whooping today. I'm telling all her business, polar child. But mama had to get her, man. And we don't normally do that, so I'm pretty sure that's very traumatic for her today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. So I enjoy family. I am starting to enjoy family time. Hey, look, you do like I did, man. We got to stop now, right? Go ahead. Don't get that for sec now, team. Please. No, these prices is crazy out here nowadays. I'm so glad my goddamn kids getting old enough, man. Woo! Get up out my house, please. I got my one boy, he going to Morehouse, so we're going to be down there back at home in Atlanta for a lot this season. Oh, no. Oh, no. No! Don't do it. Reconsider. I went on the ass 6, man. Sometimes I be questioning it. This shit, I mean. Oh, we got it. Oh, man. Yeah, my little girl 10, man, we told her ass fuck today.
Is a costly fumble.
Yeah, you like me, man. You're a bad boy. I got 3 24-year-olds. Everybody got their own mama, so I feel you. I wouldn't always say you, man.
Yeah, oftentimes early in games, you're trying to find the rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive,
Yeah.
David. It's interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. And they know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense,
That's why I be feeling bad for like my little girl. She's my youngest. I'm actually got a grandson, so I try to find comfort in like making. Yeah, my little girl be I feel you. I can't bring myself to. I can't just. I mean, I talk to her and stuff, but mama be on this shit. But we told her. We used to tell her, like my mom, we always used to tell my wife, my little girl was young, man. When she was like couldn't even walk, we were like, man, she's fussing at you. You need to get on top of that. I should be winning right now. I let 3 points on the field. But he blocked it. But yeah, man, we was like, you gotta get on top of that. She's fussing at you. And today, I think was that day. I remember my mom had that day with my sister when she was like around the same age, 13, 14. And my sister has never been the same since the ass was. She took my mom over. That shit got real. So I get it, man. You know, it's like wow.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop them on 3rd down. Here's Mensah to throw. Got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Mensah. Unloads it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And wings it incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Punt is on its way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting, and if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Wesco's got it in the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Clemson jumps to the line. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Tight end finds a soft spot. Gashes him in the middle. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Going to the run, it's Haynes. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And that's one the quarterback would love to have back. At this point of the game, it's tight on the scoreboard, and if that guy's not open, nothing's there. You got to throw that thing away, or you got to tuck it and run, take a sack, live to play another down. That's a decision the quarterback wishes he had back.
Yeah, because you're so frustrated because you're in a position to get points. And, right, when you start getting down there, Palmer, they talk to you all the time. Don't give away points. Make sure you're smart with the football. Don't try to do too much. He tries to do too much. He pays for it, and the defense takes it all the way back to the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Pulls it, fired, complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. He's got it on the move. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Big fella moving. Give him 6. Touchdown, Canes. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on...
And it's blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass.
Clemson, 26. Number 94, set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the side. And so let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and being a little bit of a...
Snags it, and there's running room. And they're able to make the tackle. The Tigers in the hurry-up. Reads it, fires complete. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes people get lost and they don't realize the down and distance, and 3rd and short. Most people are playing man covers. They're trying to get some pressure on that wide receiver, not give him a...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just...
Could be an alley. Got enough for the 1st. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the stomping has commenced. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And you're You're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Grabbed on the right side, that's Wesco. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Tigers will hustle to the line.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
To the air, it's Reynolds. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. The 20, the 10. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Miami. Things a little more comfortable after that score, and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Wants to throw on first down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
Now on the counter. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
Tackle at the 10-yard line. Offense facing fourth down.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Looks it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Line getting set on second down. They give it to him again. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Push down for the tackle.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. They'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Punt is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The run inside. It's Haynes. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air, it's Reynolds. Oh, they're after him. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically. They've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays. Just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that 4th down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it done.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.